Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in TayNinhTV province. Ladies and gentlemen, the Provincial Party Standing Committee had just issued a directive on strengthening the leadership of the party committee to continue promoting the implementations of the projects on developing the application of data on population, electric identification, and authentication, serving the national digital transformations in the periods of 2022-2025 with a vision to 2030 or project number 06 of the Prime Minister in the province.
The Provincial Party Standing Committee requested the Provincial Committee to direct agencies, units and localities from the province to the grassroots, in which the police force is the core, to effectively implement project number 6, upgrade the generous and modern information technology infrastructure, prioritize building and perfecting the infrastructure to serve the implementation of digital transformation tasks, and ensure information safety and network security. Meet the implementation of the task of project number 6, focus on leading and directing the promotion of administrative reform and public services in the direction of convenience for people and businesses. Direct the effective implementation of the application of population data, identification and electronic authentication for socio-economic development. Mobilize and encourage businesses, organizations, and individuals to join hands to support, arrange computers, transmission lines, and free internet access points for people to access and use online public in convenient manner.
In the afternoon of May 29, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Chairman of TayNinhTV Provincial People's Committee, chairs a meeting of the Provincial People's Committee on a report on the preparations of the forum to connect interests to invest in and develop high-tech agriculture ecosystem in TayNinhTV province in 2023.
Currently, TayNinhTV Provincial People's Committee, the European Chamber of Commerce in Vietnam, or Eurotam, Vietnam Digital Agriculture Association, have basically completed the preparations for the forum, connecting enterprises to investing and develop high-tech agricultural ecosystem in TayNinhTV Province 2023. This is the largest international investment forum ever in TayNinhTV. The forum will activate, promote dialogue, and build meaningful relationships between Team Europe and TayNinhTV Province. Through linkage, businesses have the opportunity to promote technology transformation, share experiences, and invest in cooperation. This cooperation could be transformative, leading to a leap in technological capacities, improving product quality to better suit international markets, creating more jobs and abroad, strengthening position of TayNinhTV Province in the global value chain. On June 2, 2023, the forum is officially open at the hall of TayNinhTV Provincial Party Committee. Before that, at 6:30 p.m. on June 1, 2023, there will be a regular forum. Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc directed departments and sectors that are assigned to perform well so that forum makes a strong impression and spreads to investors about TayNinhTV, the attractive, friendly, safe destination of investments. The Provincial People's Committee had just issued the implementation plan of the National Target Program for Socio-Economic Development of Ethnic Minority Areas in the province, Phase 1 from 2022-2025. According to the plan, the province set specific goals by 2025. The average income of ethnic minorities is equal to one-half of the national average. The rate of poor households in ethnic minority areas decreased by 22 out of 56 households compared to 2021. 100% of households have access to the national grid and other suitable power sources. 100% of schools, classrooms, and medical stations are built solidly. The percentage of ethnic minority students attending 5-year-old kindergarten is over 98%. Reduce the rate of underweight minority children is to less than 15%. Preserve and promote the 5 traditional cultural values and identities of the nation. 80% of hamlets have houses for community activities. 50% of hamlets have a traditional cultural and artistic team operating regularly with quality. Chen planned and built a contingent of ethnic minority staff. It is expected that the total development investment capital to implement the National Target Program for Socio-Economic Development in ethnic minority areas in the province in the period of 2020-2025 is over 30 billion Vietnam dong, of which the central budget is more than 26 billion Vietnam dong. The rest is the corresponding local budget. In order to improve the quality of the contingent of civil servants and public employees holding leadership and management positions in the province to meet the practical requirements of career work innovation in the current period, the Provincial Peace Committee has issued a pilot project to recruit the position of Deputy Director of the department, and the equivalent is under the management of the Provincial Party Standing Committee in the province. Candidates for the above positions can participate in two ways: self-registration or nomination. When registering to participate in the recruitment process, if being an on-site personnel, it must be a civil servant or public employee who fully meets the conditions and standards and is in the planning of the title to be tested or is planned for an equivalent title or higher, working at the agency or unit that needs to be appointed. If the personnel from other places, it must be carried civil servants and public employees working in agencies and units in the province and meeting the conditions, standards, and in the planning. The title is equivalent to the recruitment title, have the right to apply for admission. For the case of being nominated to participate in the admission, the collective of leaders of the agency or unit propose. The party personnel committee of the Provincial Peace Committee nominates and is approved in writing by the Provincial Party Standing Committee. It is noted the total number of leadership positions at departmental and equivalent levels, according to the approved organizational structure, currently has 87 people. 12 people are still vacant or incomplete, in which for specialized agencies at provincial and equivalent levels, there are still gaps and uncompleted A levels of deputy. For the public non-business units directly under the Provincial Peace Committee, there are still gaps and uncompleted 2 levels of deputy.
According to the assessment of experts, TayNinh is a locality with many favorable conditions for agriculture development. However, for sustainable development, the province is in dire need of strategic investors.
TayNinh is a rare locality in the southeast region that still has a lot of land for agricultural development. Along with that, the province also has relatively favorable natural conditions for agricultural developments, such as relatively flat terrain, mild weather and climate, less drought and flood. In particular, the irrigation system of Dầu Tiếng Lake and canals and the irrigation project in the west of Vam Co Dong River all have contributed to ensuring a stable water source for irrigation to serve agricultural production. The province has also determined agricultural development, especially the development of clean agriculture in the direction of high technology application, is one of the key and breakthrough programs. However, the implementation of high-tech agricultural production in the province still faces many difficulties and challenges, such as high investment costs. The linkage between production and consumption is not tight. The infrastructure system for agricultural production has not been synchronized. Therefore, along with accelerating the implementation of key investment projects and works, the province has also been and will continue to strengthen introduction and promotion, as well as there are many preferential mechanisms and policies to attract investors, especially strategic investment in high-tech agriculture. The policy of social housing for low-income workers is being paid much attention to by many workers when at present most workers have to rent in degraded hostels. Living conditions are not guaranteed. Therefore, the issue of constructing social housing near industrial parks and export processing zones for low-income workers is clearly an essential need today. The issue has always been concerned by the leaders of TayNinhTV province with the view and orientation of economic development associated with the development of a comprehensive social welfare system taking care of people's life, especially low-income people, workers in industrial parks, policy beneficiaries who need housing support. Accordingly, the province has issued a housing development program, a 5-year and annual housing development plan that includes housing development targets, solutions to promote the development of social housing, and housing for low-income people in the province. Up to now, the province has planned the arrangement of land fund, approved the investment policy, implemented investment and construction of 13 social housing projects to serve workers in industrial parks in the province, which supported 3,736 apartments for about 20,000 workers. For social housing for low-income people, the projects with 1,749 units to meet about 7,000 people is being implemented to invest and construct.
And on the morning of May the 28th, the Provincial Youth Union held a ceremony to launch the second National Green Sunday in 2023, deploying the Battery House motto in 2023. At the opening ceremony, the Youth Union members heard about the harmful effects of new batteries to our health and environment. And through the program, Youth Union members will mobilize their families and relatives to know how to handle used batteries, collect used batteries, and bring them to centralized battery recovery points of the Youth Union, forming for the people the habit of not discharging batteries into the natural environment. Minimizing environmental pollutants, the model aims to raise awareness of the classification of domestic solid waste at sources and concentration of geohazardous waste and periodic collection. In addition, during the launching ceremony, the Youth Union of Provincial Associations and Businesses Bloc also launched the motto Exchange Book for Trees in 2023. This is an activity in the second series of Green Sunday activities nationwide for the year of 2023.
Ladies and gentlemen, since the Lunar New Year until now, recorded at markets, purchasing power has decreased sharply compared to before that. And according to the many small businesses, compared to the time before the COVID-19 pandemic, the purchasing power in these years is far behind. Small businesses are struggling to find ways during this time.
At the markets in the city center, such as World Market and City Market, located in Water, are the markets with the largest purchasing power in the city. However, since the Tet holiday, small traders have been in a very difficult situation. After that, we can't sell. Maybe it's due to the difficult economy. Take goods in and sell at a loss, taking Rambutan with 40,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram of capital, but now selling it for 20,000 per kilogram. There are no buyers. The goods is unsold. It's the same in the morning and afternoon. Purchasing power decreased. Many small businesses still try to maintain operations and find solutions to overcome. However, the general situation is that because people's economy is facing difficulties, their business needs time to recover. The selling is very slow. Maybe people are under difficulty. They rarely go to the market. The purchasing power in rural markets is even gloomy. People in rural areas are spending at a contractionary rate. Very few people go to the market. At around 9 a.m., it's out of customers. They all go to work. Purchasing power at supermarkets and convenience stores is also falling sharply. Movements in the market are the result of the manufacturing industries are struggling. As a result, the income of many workers is reduced and people are reducing their spending to overcome difficulties.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.